Today we are going to show you how to assemble, disassemble, operate, and clean a Hobart electric slicer. So my name is Alexis, and I'm going to first go over some of the rules that you need to know when operating this electric slicer. So first, you must be 18 years or older to operate this. Unfortunately, if you're younger than that, sorry, you can't do that. Next, you must be properly trained before using this because we want to make sure that there's no injuries that occur, so make sure that you know what you're doing when you're actually using this. Next, you want to make sure that all of the pieces and devices are in place. So this carriage here, it should be in the home position, so that's all the way forward. You want to make sure that everything is tight and in place, that it's not going to move when you're actually using this slicer. Next, which is very important, you want to make sure that it's unplugged when you're not actually using the slicer. Something else to keep in mind is that whenever you're using this, you want to make sure that you use Kevlar gloves and vinyl gloves that are covering it, and that's for safety and sanitation purposes. And then finally, you want to make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings and make sure that your surrounding area is clear of anything that could potentially contaminate the food that you're going to be slicing.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm going to show you how to operate a Hobart electric slicer. So first, it's important to put on your Kevlar glove, so to protect your hand. And then you put on this vinyl glove, and this is just for sanitary reasons because you're going to be holding food with it. You can put it on a Kevlar glove on the other hand, but it's not necessary. So first, you want to make sure that the knob is set to 0, so just for safety reasons. And this is to gauge how thick a slice it is. And then you want to plug the slicer in. The machine should be off, and this dial right here, when it's pushed in, it means that it's off, and when you pull it out, that's how you turn it on. So first, you would put the product you want inside right here, and you want to close this down, and you want to make sure that the carriage is in home position or pulled all the way out. Then you want to turn the knob to the thickness that you would want the product to be. And then you turn the Hobart Slicer on. You should hear a hum when it's on, and you can also see that the blade is moving. You want to make sure that you don't hear the blade hitting any metal when it's running. So you can either hold the carriage by either two handles. There's this handle and this one. Either one is okay. It's just to make sure that your hand is out of the way of the blade when you're moving it, when you're slicing. So this hand will be down here, and you would want to have something down below just in case food falls. And you can also have your hand here too, whichever one you prefer to grab the product. So now that you have your product in here, you can either grab the handle here or here to move the carriage, and this is just to make sure that your hand is in a place where it will not touch the blade. And so since I do not have a Kevlar glove on this hand, I only have a vinyl one for sanitary reasons, you would have a container down below here to catch the product instead of using your hands. If you wanted to use your hand to catch the product, you would also use a Kevlar glove underneath your vinyl one. So in order to slice, you just move the carriage away from you and then slice back. And you would continue to do this until you have as many slices as you want. You can also adjust the knob if you need a thicker or thinner slice. And then after you're done slicing your product, you turn off the Hobart Slicer by pushing this knob in. You should hear that the slicer does not hum anymore. After you're done with that, you then turn the knob that changes the slice size down to 0. And then unplug the slicer. And then that's how you operate the slicer.
Okay. Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm going to show you how to disassemble the Hobart Slicer. First, you want to make sure that the machine is unplugged. You want to make sure you have your Kevlar gloves with your vinyl glove over them. And here's how you disassemble it. You want to unscrew this thumb knob. To remove the carriage. I'm gonna sit it down. Next, you want to remove the blade guard. You do so by unscrewing this. And you take these two knobs and carefully lift up the blade guard. And now you're ready for cleaning. Okay. Next, I want to show you how to clean the Hobart Slicer. You can use dishwasher that's big enough or a 3-compartment sink, but you want to make sure that you wash, rinse, and sanitize the whole machine. First, you want to make sure it's unplugged and that you have a Kevlar glove on both of your hands with the vinyl glove over it. Here we have our soapy water. So you want to wash the components of the machine inside and out because it comes in contact with the food. You want to wash this part of the handle because this is where it holds the food down. And you want to do the same with the machine with soapy water. You want to go from the inside out, carefully turning.
Oh, there you are.
Carefully turning. Here we go, inside out. Next, you want to take clean water to rinse everything to make sure there's no more soap on your parts. Lastly, you want to sanitize your Hobart Slicer. So take some sanitizing solution and make sure all the parts is covered in sanitizer. Now that your Hobart Slicer is clean, we can assemble it to use it. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble the Hobart Slicer. First, you want to put the blade guard on, and you insert the tube into the hole and make sure these parts line up. Then you want to screw it tight. Make sure it's nice and tight, and again, make sure it's unplugged. Now I'm going to show you how to put the carriage back on. It's a little heavy, but when you put it on, you want to line up this knob in here, and you want to lift it a little bit so that there's enough clearance between the blade and this over. Make sure it's nice and tight, and make sure you have enough clearance between the blade. And now you're ready to use your slicer.